Have you ever just sat there staring at a completely blank design canvas, feeling that creeping sense of dread because a massive campaign deadline is just looming right over you? I mean, we've all been there, right? But what if I told you that dreaded nightmare is officially a thing of the past? Today, we're breaking down a really monumental shift that's literally rewiring marketing operations as we speak.
Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are diving deep into the massive release of Canva AI 2.0 from April 2026, and specifically, we're focusing on their new campaign agents. If you've been trying to figure out how to scale your output without skyrocketing your costs, well, this is your blueprint. We're going to look past all the industry buzzwords to break down the exact setup guide and, honestly, the hard, undeniable ROI math behind automated marketing ops.
Okay, let's dive into this. Here is our roadmap for today. We'll start with the marketing execution problem, move from tool to agent, look at the pillars of agentic design, walk through the AI workflow setup, and finish up with the ROI and the future.
Section 1. The marketing execution problem. The nightmare of the blank page. So think about the old workflow. Launching just a single marketing campaign used to mean creating upwards of 30 disparate assets. You had your Instagram Reels, LinkedIn carousels, email headers, the whole shebang. And to get all that done, humans had to manually resize, reformat, and constantly context switch between Slack and web research. It caused 3-week delays. You were basically paying a $60,000 base salary for a junior designer just to act as a human formatting machine, tweaking the exact same graphic for 5 different platforms. But with the new agentic workflow, one single conversational prompt generates 12 perfectly formatted, brand-consistent assets in exactly 2 minutes. 2 minutes! It's an absolute operational reset. Section 2. From tool to agent. The paradigm shift in design. Let's move to how this all builds together. If we look back at the timeline, in 2013, Canva 1.0 launched and totally revolutionized the industry with simple drag-and-drop mechanics. It massively lowered the barrier to entry for non-designers. Fast forward a decade to October 2023, and we got Magic Studio, bringing us generative AI features like text-to-image and background removal. But April 2026, that marks the biggest leap yet with Canva AI 2.0. We are moving away from simple generative tricks straight into conversational design and web research agents. The software isn't just sitting there waiting for your clicks anymore, it's actively partnering with you.
So the crucial point is this concept of agentic design. What does that actually mean? It's the shift from software acting as a passive tool where you have to give one-to-one human input for every single tiny change to an autonomous partner capable of multi-step execution. Instead of saying, draw a blue square right here, you just say, build a tech campaign, and the agent instantly knows all the intermediate steps required to pull that off.
Section 3. Pillars of agentic design. The 3 core capabilities. These are the 3 foundational pillars making this possible. Number 1, persistent memory. Number 2, cross-platform integration, meaning it's talking directly to where you're already working, like Slack and Gmail. And number 3, autonomous execution and trend crawling. It is no longer just a static template engine. This is a living system. It can actually research current web trends and autonomously schedule and generate whatever assets you need based on real-time data.
Let's zoom in on that first pillar for a second, because persistent memory is for sure the real game changer here. Think about how much time you waste policing freelance designers on hex codes and font choices. Persistent memory means the AI learns your brand kit intimately. But it gets better. It remembers your past qualitative feedback. Say you told the agent last week to make the primary color pop a little more. It stores that living memory. It automatically applies that contextual feedback to all your future designs. You literally never have to repeat yourself again. To really grasp the massive scale of this vision, just listen to what Canva COO Cliff Aubrick said back in April 2026. He said, it can help you complete your whole job. Canva is the racetrack where every AI model races and the user picks the winner. Think about that. It's not just a neat little feature, it is an entirely new operational ecosystem designed to execute comprehensive marketing strategies from start to finish.
Section 4. The AI workflow setup. Step-by-step execution. All right, here's the practical part, your 4-step technical setup guide. Step 1, connect your APIs. You just link Canva directly to your Slack channels in Google Drive, so it can pull project briefs and context automatically. Step 2, load your brand memory. This is where you lock in those hex codes, the fonts, the brand voice.
Step 3 is where the real magic happens: conversational prompting. You literally just type something like, "Launch our summer tech campaign based on the brief in Slack." And then step 4, auto-generate. The agent simultaneously reads that brief, researches current trends, and generates your Instagram Reels, LinkedIn carousels, and email headers all at once. One single prompt triggers a complete cross-platform asset generation sequence. It's wild.
Section 5, ROI and the future. The hard math of marketing operations.
Now, what's really interesting here is the stark unit economics. When you break down the monthly costs, the contrast is staggering. Look, if you hire a junior designer, you're looking at an average cost of about $5,000 a month. Keep a freelance agency on retainer. That's probably going to run you around $4,000. But utilizing the new Canva Teams AI costs just $30 a month. $30! The financial reality of automating these manual execution tasks is absolutely undeniable.
And, it's not even just about the monetary cost. It's about time. 85%. That is the massive, exact reduction in design time reported by agencies who are already utilizing agentic design for their campaigns. Tasks that used to take days of tedious manual formatting are now quite literally completed in minutes.
But we do have to look at the human element objectively here. This technology is creating a major shift in the job market, for sure. Agencies are already reporting a 40% reduction in the hours they assign to junior designers. And freelance graphic design gigs, they're dropping significantly as founders just bypass them entirely for AI agents. So the big takeaway? High-level strategic roles, like creative directors who dictate the actual vision, those remain highly valuable. However, the manual execution roles, focused purely on resizing and formatting, those are directly at risk.
So I want to leave you with this thought. If Canva's AI agents can execute what used to be a 3-week campaign in just 2 minutes, what exactly will your marketing team build with all that newly unlocked free time? Once the friction of manual execution is completely removed, your team's only real limit is their strategic imagination. Thanks for joining me on this explainer diving into agentic design. Now go see what you can build.